Alright, Gearhead, you getting your wish. I got my Breakfast of Champions. I could also do that one, I gotta give it a jump, but today I'm gonna cold start this 87 Caprice. I know it says Paris Scene, but it's a Caprice. Those are just Pontiac doors. Now I will have to tell y'all, I already know what's gonna happen with this thing. I'm gonna push the pedal 3 times, hit the button, and it's gonna start up. Oh, come on, you big turd. It's gonna start up without a problem. There it goes. But the door locks, on the other hand, different story. Whoa, look at this fabulous velour-ness of comfort all around everywhere. Oh shit, I didn't know where to put that. Okay, there we go. This guy here, look at him, he's staring at me. What you fucking looking at? Anyway. There's my 3. Oh no, that was 4 pumps. Hold up. Gotta make sure y'all can see my work boots. Uh-oh. Making a liar out of me. There it goes. Yeah, I knew this thing was gonna start up easy. There it goes. Amazingly enough, I think I've told y'all this before, this turd has air conditioning. Alright, Gearhead, there's your cold start, there's your work boots. I gotta get my day started. That is the worst part of this entire car, is that quarter panel right there. It goes into the trunk, but they sell panels to replace that. And that's just sad. The car runs so good, and it's gonna be so hard to sell because of that right there. Another cold start from my man Gearhead. Got to do a jump this time though, because we've been wrestling with the electrical issues on the Ford F100 since we got the clutch in. But let's go get this thing over with. So now I got to test and find out if it's going to have any juice afterwards. Neutral. Alright, we have power. Hey, that wasn't too bad. You gotta love these old carburetors, man. If they're set right, they fire up every time. So this thing's running on like 3 cylinders. It's got a head gasket issue too. Anyhow, let me go test my shit. Success! It's not reading like the 14 you would expect, but this was a 12-volt generator vehicle. It was converted over a 12-volt alternator using 72 Ford F100 parts. It does pretty good, but I think part of the issue is a lack of RPM at idle. Stumbles real hard. It only idles on 3 cylinders, I believe, due to its head gasket issue, but I think it's going to get my man around. He said he's going to just change the oil a little bit more frequent, check the water, and use minimum use until he can afford to get me to do the gasket for him. So that's cool. Got that part wrapped up. Ooh, the sun. Get y'all a good shot of this old boy. This truck's so pretty. I just love the shape. So this is really, really weird. This tray right here sits that deep into the top of that toolbox. Now, if you'll notice, this tray now sits in there all rocked, and it's bent there, it's bent there, and I noticed this impact on the corner here. Now this is some pretty tough steel, seriously tough steel, right? All of this stuff was in the top tray of this toolbox like this. It is as literally as if somebody picked this up and threw it into those jack stands, and that it actually made good contact against the ground somewhere. I'm going to look a little closer. But somebody like either snuck in here and picked this up and slammed it down right there, but didn't touch anything else, but didn't steal a single thing. Just slammed my tray on the ground. Either someone did that, or I got attacked by a ghost last night. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but this tray definitely, and we believe it happened sometime around 10:30 last night. I checked the security cameras. Nothing. Backyard was clear, front gate, front yard was clear, saw absolutely nobody. So solve me this riddle. How did that tray get lifted out of there and smashed to the ground with all this stuff in it so hard that it completely warped it and bent it out of shape? Answer me that. So look, I found the spot of impact. See the red paint and the chipped concrete? Was so hard that it chipped the concrete and scraped the red paint from that corner. Now I want you to see how far it was. See that? Oh, my hand's in the way. From way up there, basically here, down, and about 2.5 feet out. That's where the corner of it impacted. And from what I can tell, everything exploded that way, so that means this thing hit like this. And when I had it in there, it was in that way with the sockets in the back, which means this thing had to come up and get thrown. That's just so weird. That's just so weird. Now that I'm starting to figure out the math, it traveled a full 4 feet from where it was sitting to where it hit the ground so hard that it left a big old mark on the fucking concrete. Well, sorry I don't really have much of a whole lot of video for you this week, but that's alright. Got a couple of cold starts for my man Gearhead on YouTube, and I think what we're going to do this morning is just go for a little cruise and rig the brick that I've got for sale, and you guys could experience the awesome cushness of this big old turd. Got my key in. One good thing about this car, somebody put a really good drivetrain into it, no matter how ratty this thing is. It's always started on the first crank. It's got a lot of juice to it. See if I can drive with my bad hand. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is just a little cruise around. Can't really do much. Hey, FedEx. I wonder if they're going to my house. Let's see if we can beat them. I doubt we can. This thing's got plenty of pedal response. It still needs a tune-up. It's running rich, but not as rich as it was before I set the timing a little bit, and I had set the transmission kickdown lever to get it to shift right for sure. Yeah, really hoping somebody comes and picks this up for me. I've got it up for trade right now with a high money number, but I'll take $1,500 for it. Yeah, let that little square piece of shit go. Oh my God, surprise the shit out of you sometimes, it really will. Yeah. Has no shocks. I mean, it has shocks, but y'all know what I mean. They are worn out. You gotta love the, trying to keep up the Hurt Life shake cam tradition going. Because you know I'm a big fan of the Hoonigans, like most are. I like, to be honest with you, I mean, I enjoy watching them go Formula D and everything, but I really honestly mainly enjoy their daily transmissions on YouTube. Are a blast. That's for sure. Alright. Man, this thing just never seems to disappoint. I swear to God. Love this car. It's a shame that it's not something I'm really interested in. I just think it runs really good, for sure, and that 305's got plenty of power with that Edelbrock on top, if it had a proper tune-up. So, I'm not really apologizing for the video being short this week. I've just been kind of slow putting the videos out, but we definitely have had a big issue of things happening in Texas that's kind of taken some attention away, and on top of not getting as much work done as I should be doing, even though my hands still look like this. But getting it all done slowly but surely. We should have some pretty good videos coming up soon, but until then, just want you guys to, and I live in New Orleans. I've seen the flooding. I happen to be on high ground, and you know, I've gotten really lucky. But I got a lot of people in Texas right now, and let's just bask in the terribleness of how high this water is right now. Even though it's nothing new, this is nothing new to Texas. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, they weren't prepared." Well, no, most people were prepared. Most people had to get evacuated, and there was a lot of physical memories and nostalgia that was lost in the water. And no matter who you are, that's tough to handle. But the fact of the matter is, though, y'all are about to watch some of the proudest people in the world like rebuild and make it look easy. I know it's a lot of hard work, but my people are some of the strongest people that you've ever met in your entire life. So good luck, guys. When the water recedes, hopefully everything goes well and y'all can get moving on with your lives. Until then, y'all just check out some of these pictures of what's the word? The devastation that's happened and what people are going through right now. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, I hope everything's going well for all my people in Texas, and got some projects going up. I just had to stop and make some quick money so we can keep the projects going. So until next time, love what you do. See y'all then.